Today's hair is sponsored by Google. Search for it.
So we are actually up here somewhere. I've worked out, not as far as Milwaukee, but somewhere around here. We are going to a place called Niles to see the Tower of Niles, which is now actually called the YMCA Tower. And then we're going to go into Chicago to see the Aquarium. And then the plan is then to drive all the way across the bottom of Michigan. So I think actually we'll be on the I-90, so we won't be in Michigan at all, but we will actually be in Indiana coming across. I don't think we touch Michigan. And then stopping in a place called Toledo. This then leaves about an hour tomorrow to get to Sandusky, where Cedar Point is. And then the day after, we are heading up here somewhere to Niagara Falls. And then from Niagara Falls, we'll then do the Eastern Seaboard area, Boston, New York, Washington DC, etc. So yeah, we're coming to the end of moving east, and basically after today we will just have this sort of section to do, and the rest of our journey is just in this bit, which will cut down on the driving a lot. As you can see, we've come a long way, from all the way from LA down here somewhere, all the way across, and we've made it to here. So we've done just over 3,000 miles so far, which is quite a long way. We've seen quite a few things. Obviously we've missed out on an awful lot of things, which we may very well come back and view at a later date. Certainly I think sort of around the Rockies, that sort of area, there's a lot of national parks and things I'd like to do again. But on this trip, we're sticking to the plan, and that's what we're doing today. So here we have the Leaning Tower of Niles, and it indeed leans right next to the YMCA, which is over there somewhere. Yeah. So I'm not sure why it leans or anything else, but it leans. It's a tower that leans, the Leaning Tower of Niles. Okay, so we've just been to the Leaning Tower of Niles. It's a tower which leans, and it's in Niles.
Hence the name.
Yeah, right next to the YMCA. It's been built to lean. It's a little bit odd. It's just up the road from a Target and Walgreens and stuff, so we're parked in there, and it seems to be frequented by a lot of the people from the YMCA next door, hence why all the ponds are filled with beer cans rather than water. But still, it's one Jamie wanted to see, so we've now seen it, and we're now back on 94 East, heading back to central Chicago. Well, we're actually heading towards the coast to, is it Shad Aquarium?
Shad Aquarium.
Shad Aquarium, where we will look at fish, which may lean or may not lean. And then after we have done the aquarium, we exit Chicago and continue east to Toledo. As I said, we stay below Michigan, only a few miles below Michigan, and we're actually at the top of Indiana as we go across, and we also cross into our final time zone. So there we go.
That was me being excited, not
That was you
driving
being-
off 2 dicks off.
That'd be more sort of...
Don't drive.
Okay.
Don't fillet.
Don't fillet by driving. Unless you have an airbag, then mean inflate rather than fillet. So we have downtown Chicago during the daytime. Very pretty it looks too. So here we have
Make sure you raise your hand.
Okay, so we've now left Chicago, and we saw fishes, which I will edit in later. And we're now in Indiana. Crossed a couple of toll booths, and we just stuck behind some guy who was doing like 40 mile an hour in the 70 limit, just weaving all over the road. I thought, well, he's either drunk or on the phone, and sure enough drove past him, but he's there on the steering wheel busy texting. So have to drive slowly because you don't want to get your spelling wrong. So we've now got 211 miles to do on the I-90. So this is really our last bit of eastward travel. We've got a little bit more to go over to Niagara, and then basically it's up and down the eastern seaboard. And then that's it. So we're up to about 3,100 miles, something like that. Filled up the gas again this morning, so that's running now at about $300, I think, something like that. So not too bad at all. I've budgeted about $800. So yeah, nice day. Temperature's gone up, and so it's going to be. It says 8:04. So yeah, I reckon that's about right. About 4 hours. But we do go through another weird time zone, I think. So might not be showing the correct time. That might be 9:04. We shall see. 70, 140. No, it's only 3 hours driving. So yeah, that'd be about right. So yeah, we should arrive at about 8 o'clock this evening in Toledo.
And the sea goes ow, 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 but there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say? What does the fox say?
I've already done my version.
So we've now left Indiana. which was very eerie. Google it. And we've now entered Ohio. Old Japanese for good morning. We've jumped another time zone when we entered Indiana, so we've gone another hour forward. That's our last time zone jump. And we stopped off at the services so I could grab a coffee because I was falling asleep. And I asked for a cheeseburger but didn't get one.
You got fries?
I got fries, yeah, and because Jamie ordered a quarter pounder with cheese meat. We're only an hour away or an hour or so away from eating, so you'll spoil your appetite, you know. Yeah. And what did you have for breakfast this morning? A full American breakfast.
No, I had
You did?
had scrambled eggs and 2 sausages.
Toll booths, 1 mile. Again? So, this is a fucking pricey road. We've just paid $1.90 when leaving Chicago, $4 when we went about half a mile. Then we had to pick up a ticket, and then we just handed that in a toll booth, and that cost us $7.90. And we've now done probably less than a mile. And we're at yet another fucking toll booth. Which is, yeah, this is a pricey route. So I've got no idea what we're paying, what it is, where the cash lanes are, because they conveniently printed it on white on bloody red background. Oh right, it's a ticket jobbo. So right, so we're going to pick up yet another bloody ticket, which then means we will get charged a bit later on. And yet we've done the entire rest of North America without paying a single toll, and yet this last 250 miles or something is costing a bloody fortune. That is the curve, right. Okay, we want to work out how much it's going to rip us off all this time.
No.
We're going to exit 59, Toledo.
What class are we?
Well, I'm upper middle class and you're lower working class. Does that really matter?
It does, because you have classes for everything 1 and 7.
Well, we're not an HGV, so we'll be in class 1-ish, I'd expect.
It varies between £4.25 and £21.
Right.
And I've gone for that every dollar.
Yeah, okay. So it's 66 miles to Toledo, or probably about $80. So did it tell you what the vehicle class is?
You focus on driving.
It tells you all the exits, it also tells you where all the food stops are. But we're now on the Ohio Turnpike, or Interstate 80, for its more fun name. And we're on here for another 55 miles. So we're 10 miles out from Toledo, still travelling through Ohio, which I actually quite like the look of. It's a nice place, with lots of nice greenery, some light industrial. It's probably the closest still that we've come to England, except if anything this is a lot more greener, more pleasant. I like the radio station, and the 2 adverts I heard earlier, one was for sex toys and the other one was for beer, so you know, this place seems to have some advantages. So we'll be turning off to the hotel soon, and that'll be it for today. Then tomorrow it's about an hour drive.
Yeah.
Hour drive to Sandusky, Ohio, for Cedar Point. Apparently the biggest roller coaster park in the world.
What's my question? What's it?
Yeah, well, it's meant to have some of the biggest coasters in the world and stuff. So I'm being overtaken by a lorry because I forgot to just come out of the roadworks, and I'm still doing 60. So I'm going to let him get past, and then we're blasting. So that's it till tomorrow.